Welcome back, everybody, for four more packs. We are going to open up this is the fourth video, and we're going to do the next level down. So it's been a couple days, and it's tough to show that, that ability to wait for fun things, right? But I'm going to open these up, and I've been able to kind of scrutinize these cards that I have and kind of go through them. And right now I've got a stack of about 25 of the cards here that I'm thinking that I will send in. That's, so far, right? I might whittle down and, maybe add or subtract. Of course, I will most likely add. But these are cards that I think have a chance of getting nines. And if nothing else, if there was an 8, then I probably went ahead and sent it because, right now after getting 3 of these Lukes, the prospect is just unrealistic to get any, crazy 10. So that's out. A 9, of course, would be lovely, and then 8s are great. Looking at these 3, each of them have their own issues, and I could honestly say, so starting just with this one, before we get to the 4 packs, I'm gonna make it quick. This has that grease stain right there, as well as, if I just took this out real quick, being careful, this also has, if you can see this, all down the side of the card, see that scraping? That scraping that just goes all the way down. That is not on the other ones. And so between that grease mark, where is thought I had put this into a slice one. Between the grease mark as well as that scraping on the side, and it does not have perfect corners either. I mean, honestly, 6. I would not be surprised to get a 6 on that one. And then these don't have kind of real bad surface issues. It's just that the corners are not perfect. If I really dive in with my magnifying glass, and also see that, of course, it's not centered, perfect. I could see them giving me a 7 on this. A gift would be an 8, but I can see a 6 and a 7, and then honestly, this one is shifted to the right as well. And when I dive into those corners, oh yeah, I know what it was. The corners are pretty good on this one. This one has a spot right here. It's kind of like a raised spot, and there's no ink on there. So kind of looking at that with that surface issue, and then it off center, you get somebody, they could very easily justify giving a 7 as well. So 6, 7, 7. But I'm telling you, this box is really nice looking card. So my pursuit is to get a nice clean set, which I think I've got my good chance. I've got 11 left, and got a lot of really good cards. So let's just get into these 4. Let me zoom this back out to here. And let's see what these 4 packs have. All right. All right, what do we got? Right on the face is Princess Leia, concerned about something. C-3PO and Princess Leia. This is card 51, and right off the bat, this is one of the 11 that I needed for my set so far. So that's nice. Got gum on the back. We've got a Luke Skywalker sticker. Look at that. And you can see the bend. Look at that. It's like he's been wearing a baseball cap and his hair is all crimped up, but that's just that is the gum. Okay. So this guy, this 51 here, kind of took it pretty good as far as being pushed down and crammed down. Of course, it has the wax on it, but that's all right. Let's see, what do we got next? It is a, yes, nice, another one of these. Cool. Card number 10. Princess Leia captured. Pretty good, you know, off to the left. I've noticed my other two, right? My other two have this same exact black spot, right? Makes sense that if there was something wrong with the printer when it was filling these boxes, I guess, you know, in my simple mind, that's what I feel like happened, that they all get in kind of the same treatment. But that's okay. Next, what do I got here? Okay, so card 35. Here is another one. This is another one that I needed. So, that is cool. Card 35, Luke and Han as stormtroopers. Pretty decent. Notice the trend on these cards mostly, you know, if there is going to be an instant error to detect, all of these kind of have this top left corner. They all kind of raise up a little bit in the top left corner for this. You know, not all of them. I have a few that I legit think, not a few, two in particular, that I can hardly find anything wrong with. They're not one of the big boys, of course, but you know, a perfect card from this era and this series would be amazing. So, but anyway, if there is a tendency on this box so far, it's this upper left corner kind of raises up just a touch. What do we got next? Okay, card number 2. This is a solid box. I mean, a solid pack here. We've got a nice number 10, 2 other cards that I needed for my set, and another card number 2. I want to say this is the 4th one, and this one's centered pretty nicely. Do I have any surface issues? Nothing is screaming at me as far as surface issues. So I like it. I have a little something over there in that kind of upper corner, upper right. But anyway, really cool. What do we got next? All right, the droids are reunited. I'm just going to take a look at the back of this too. Fine. Very nice. Okay, the droids are reunited. What do we got next? Okay, it's a portrait. What is this, a Jawa? Let's see, what do we got? Oh, it's an R2. It's an R2. It's my second one of this one. The little droid R2. Pretty clean at first glance, right? Really thin area for border. Even if this was centered perfectly, the blue border around it would be very, very thin. But that is really good. So I'm, you know, looking with my naked eyes right this moment. Oh, yes. Look at this. This is a solid pack. Sighting in the Death Star, card 31. A marquee card, I would say, and also one that I did not have yet for my set. So we are knocking it out of the park. See, this is a little bit of that kind of, you know, trapezoid, if you will, just kind of cockeyed angles. None of them are 45 degrees. But, you know, really cool. Card 31. I'm going to put it as kind of like in the special pile here. Very good. Going bottom right. Pack number 2. Okay. What do we got here leading off? Is that another card number 2? Holy cow. Man, if only, you know, the Luke number 1s were this plentiful. And maybe they are. But right now, here is another card number 2. And it's going to have some waxy buildup here. That is for sure. But I already did take it off on my my Han, the card 57, I believe, when he's standing there shooting kind of in the studio, taking his photograph. I was able to rub off the the wax, and you know, I think I did a decent job. But what is this one? This is a dirty looking card when it has that wax all over it, but looking at the corners, it's hard for this on the edge to remain nice, but with some gentle warping, some rolling, that would be fine. I think I can take off that wax, like I said, and the corners are looking okay at this point. You know what I mean? Let's see. Trying to. Anyway, that's a good looking one, I think, even though it's on the front. Okay, another one followed behind it. So this is that last pack, and this followed right behind. So can we extrapolate to say that we might get an R2 and maybe a Sighting the Death Star in this pack? Let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of this sticker back here. Okay, cool, R2-D2. Got the same, we know he hasn't been wearing a baseball cap. Okay, Droids Reunited, what do we got? Okay, look at that, it's another R2. It is definitely a repeat. What do we got here, though? Is this a pretty guy? What do you think? What do you think? I think that looks pretty nice right now. Looking for the glare, see if we can get some pimpling or anything. It's pretty centered, man. That is pretty. This time I got my, you know, it's all filled in with ink this time. The first one had that real scuff at the top. What do we got here? Sighting in the Death Star. Cut thin, definitely. Just not cut right for this one. You can't have your cake and eat it too and get everything perfect. You know what I mean? Although I feel like I have so far. So, a little miscut. What do we got? That's a cool one. These are fun. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, look at that. Han and Chewie shoot it out. Card 44. Had this one, had just one. Good looking card. What do we got back here? It's another portrait. Is this Leia? Oh, this is the Luke looking 73. Luke 63. It's Luke 63. Okay. This is another great card, too. I feel like this is that exact first pack that I ever opened. And the first video I published was just raw, me open the pack. I think it was like this exact one. It had an R2. It had card number, you know, the C-3PO. Okay. This is good looking too. Man, this is a beautiful pack. These couple of packs right here, really, really nice. Now I think this one, I don't know what this back card is here. It's landscape. Amazing robot C-3PO. God, I'm getting really lucky. This is really wonderful. How fun. I'm just so fortunate to be nailing these like this. Okay. That's huge. Look at that. So halfway through these 4 packs, hitting some good ones. I've got to hit a dry spell. Just a whole bunch of, except the whole series, right, has really cool cards in it. What do we got here? Did not have this card yet. Did not have. This is the one. Battle in Outer Space. So this is going to help me fulfill my set. Okay. What is the sticker on the back? Chewbacca the Wookiee. Okay. Let's go. Definitely cut horribly. That is a horribly cut card. Let's hope that this is, you know, an outlier, an oddity for this pack. So what do we got? Okay, good. Yes! Love this card. I have a personal dog. It is kind of, look at that, look at the bottom, how it's a little bit, you know, diagonal there. But so I wonder what they, you know, what do they do on that? A miscut. Is that anything more heavy than a 1 point? You know, if all these corners are sharp, like they kind of are looking like at first absolute glance, you know, what would that end up being? Who knows? What do we got back here? Dude, this is fantastic. Holy cow. I mean, okay, so it's miscut. I just saw Han's face, and you know, I'm overjoyed. Once again, this is off center as a boss. But how cool is that? Just open up a pack and get a Han Solo rookie like that. So neat. Okay, Jawa's a test. Yeah, these are all, not all of them. That last Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill wasn't all that off center, but majority of this pack has been, you know what I mean? So this Jawas is definitely sliding off to the left of the picture here. What do we got? Okay, this started off the first pack. It's card 51. Yes! Okay, another card 10 off center, still with the same. Notice that. So this is the fourth one of this that I've gotten. But that same little black spot in the upper, not centered too great. And then Luke and Han as stormtroopers. So that is a repeat as well. In the same order, you know what I mean? I'm gonna put that over there, put that over here. Okay. Here we go, last pack for this video. Okay, I do not have this one. And I always think this is just the goofiest, the poorest green screen / Photoshop job. Look at that. That's cool. I mean, it's cool because it's just so bad, you know. Basically, you know. Okay, I'll put that over here. I'm just gonna clean this up here real fast. I mean, how weird of that green background, you know what I mean? Okay. But Governor of Imperial Outlands, card 64, did not have it. Ooh, is this a Leia? I would love. Why are Leias so tough to get centered nicely? I mean, look at all of that thickness there at the top. It's just insane. Pretty though, it's just low, right? I mean, let's see. That's some, right there on her kind of chest area. Is that some rub? But not a bad one. No overwhelming, you know, issues, right? So to me, if it's basically centered and the corners are, you know, okay and all this, and there's no like big dimples and pimples, and I feel like you should be standing to get an 8. You know what I mean? But anyway. Cool. Got most of the big boys. For these 4 packs. Okay, Luke rushes to save loved ones. Okay, have not gotten this one either. So, what card is that? This is 61. Definitely did not have this one. So I've got the 60s wrapped up. Okay, slightly off center, but still looking nice. All right. What do we got? R2-D2 is missing. Missing this one as well. So this is definitely one of those missing packs. You know what I mean? It's filling out my, that looks nice. Look how centered that looks. Look at her. Pretty well done, I have to say, to the card cutters that day. And then the corners, you know, first run through, that looks like it's got a potential for a 9 or a 10. Yeah, this one, I didn't have this guy either, card 21. I'm filling in my set nicely and in a hurry here. This one looks cut nice, really nice. Okay, I've got one card left, but after this, here's a Han Solo sticker. So before I reveal this last one, thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna try to cut it pretty quick. I might be making another one. It's just too fun to knock these out like this. I mean, goodness gracious. But I have 4 more videos left of 4 each. What do we got? Is this no, it's a landscape. What is it? Card number. Okay, A Day of Rejoicing. Cool card. Pretty nicely centered as well. You know, I can see a little raised top left, but that is a neat one. These are bangers. These are really good cards. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it and made it through that first video. As I watched it, I was just like, oh my gosh, all the verbal errors, I was pluralizing words that didn't need to be. It was just a mess as I listened through it, but it's just like listening to yourself on a tape recording. It always sounds bad. So anyway, it's just proof that I'm certainly no professional. I'm just doing this to have fun and make sets and let you guys watch packs get open if this is something that you somehow enjoy doing. But really, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.